Dear Rabbi and Aleeza. Yes, exactly. What should you do if you feel like your partner isn't listening to you?
Throw him out the window.
A towel?
What should you do if you feel like your partner isn't listening to you? No, in all seriousness, I think that if your partner is not listening to you, I would ask a few questions. Are you approaching them at a time when they're busy, when they're not focused, right? Like my husband, right? He could be in the middle of doing something and I'm, saying, and he looks over and he goes, I didn't hear you, what? Right? They're not listening. But I think they're not saying like not listening like that.
But maybe I want to just lean into that just a bit.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just saying this as a generality.
You can say it because you're a guy, I can't say it.
As a generality.
I don't even know what you're going to say.
Get hyper-focused. And they
one
need
thing.
to,
they can handle one thing at a
they
time.
need to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
So when you just think like, what do you mean? I know you're working over there, but I just got a quick question for you. That quick question will throw them off for an hour.
It's true.
It's not worth it.
It's so true. I also think that don't talk from different rooms. We have this. Like if you're in one spot or another, right? Make sure that don't get out of the car and then turn back and scream into the car. Like just
it's not respectful.
It's not even. It's respect, but it's also you need to be in that space together because you need to take a read on your partner. Are they available? Are they busy? Can you say, "Oh, excuse me," before you dig into something? Can you say, "Oh, is now a good time to discuss whatever?" And you also have to be receptive to the fact that I want to discuss this and you may not, and that's also okay.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. We're in partnership here and we have to work together and it has to be this symbiotic relationship that has an ebb and a flow. And just because I'm in need now doesn't mean that you're going to be able to be receptive to me.
So one of my favorite things in the world
Yeah.
is to approach, if I see an elderly couple walking together, I have to ask them what the secret is.
I do that too. You do that?
All the time.
I do that too. I love it.
So,
they walk down the street and they're holding hands
so
from
nice.
behind and you're like, oh, I gotta catch them. I gotta catch them.
So a couple days ago, I see this couple walking and it's just like, they've been together a long time. So I'm like, how long? That's it. Just like that. They're like, she says, 62 years. With that accent. 62 years. So I'm like, what's the secret? And with a straight face, without even batting an eye, she says, we never, ever scream from a different room. Never. If we want to talk to each other, we go to the room and we talk.
It's also good for people that are hard of hearing.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't think about that. But it was interesting because that was their nugget. Like, that was her initial nugget. Is that,
right, immediately. That's what she said.
And you know what? That's a really good nugget. And so
I feel so validated right now. I feel like marriage for over 60 years.
Yeah.
And I said that and now you're backing it up. Well, that feels good. Yeah.
I mean, they could have said anything, right? I've had couples that have said great things, right?
Right. That was their nugget.
Our marriage has been like 2 days. Yom Kippur and Tisha B'Av, which are like the 2 saddest days in the Jewish calendar.
That's horrible. Cheesy, we're on cheesy jokes today. It's horrible. Okay, no, but that's really good advice. It's good advice, and I think that there are these little golden nuggets of wisdom, and so what I want to challenge our listeners to do is to go into their lives and meet these couples, go meet people. Or it could be people in your family. It doesn't have to be some random stranger. But ask them what their golden nuggets of wisdom are.
Yeah.
Ask them for these things.
Especially if you're a young couple or you recently got engaged or you're serious. Everyone is happy to give you unsolicited advice. So instead of taking the unsolicited advice, take solicited advice. Say,
turn the table.
Aunt Carol and Uncle John, you've been together 35 years.
You guys figured this out.
You figured out what's your secret. And when they say never go to bed angry, take that one with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't.
You can go to bed angry. Just wake up.
Why is that the number one piece of advice that people give?
People are afraid if you go to bed angry, then you're going to wake up angry. Then it's going to be angry that's never going to get solved. And so they feel a sense of urgency that we have to solve it right now. But you need to solve it when it's the right moment to solve it when everybody's calm. Yeah, go to bed angry. Get rid of the anger. Then talk about the problem when you're in a rational state of mind.
Right.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Right.
We have to save that.
But don't interrupt your husband when he's not focused, okay?
Okay. He's not my husband, so I can interrupt him.